Hello, welcome everyone to the Distraction Plays TEW. We are through the first month. We are into June. I am Jeremy Lambert, joined as always by Joe Hulbert. Joe, we ended on a sad note last time.
Kind of. I mean, you told me that stock was up, so I don't know if we should really dwell on it again. I mean, I'm with you. It's sad, but yeah, carry on. Yeah.
I mean, we made money and the stock was up. I tried to end on a positive note, but listen, Bruce Prichard passed away in the game.
He did.
And it's very sad, and AEW did not acknowledge his passing. They took shots, and we had to plant stories. We're at full-blown war here. Things are getting wild in the TEW universe. That's all I'm saying.
This one way to put it. I mean, there's about like 100 less active wrestlers now. Everyone's retiring every different day. There's 10 different retirements. So it is wild times, isn't it? It's very chaotic. It took massive dent at the Double or Nothing show though, because they were like not even a headline by the time that the day was finished. So, wins and losses, I suppose.
We're on the road to SmackDown's Judgment Day. I had my Backlash pay-per-view a couple episodes ago. Everybody can check that out. Watch the product, folks. We're going to jump right into it. It is Monday, the first week of June. We are here, WWE Raw. Let's see where we are at.
Indeed. I mean, this is very interesting times, right? Because clearly the blue brand, I'm going to be honest now, Jeremy. I'm going to come out and say it. We've been struggling with Bruce Prichard's health issues. And I haven't wanted to use it as an excuse. But each week it's been getting tougher. He was doing the shoot for the Alexa and Nikki World Tour, and man, he was struggling. He really was struggling.
Look,
and
I told
you know how we live in our locker room. How we live, right? We slam the cold beers. You know that.
I told you don't send them on a world tour. Just do city to city. And you were
True.
like, no, it's fine. They can go world tour. They can go to CZW. They can go to Progress. Like, they can do all of this stuff. And look what you've done. So I'm not saying this is your fault. I'm not going to hold you accountable for this. I tried to warn you, though.
You did try it. I must say, you did try to warn me. I blame Rick Rude, who has brought a locker room culture that could prove, it has proved fatal, I guess, but we'll see how it pans out.
Yes, no other factors. Unfortunately, the death of Bruce Prichard has not good. But let's check the incidents here. Candice and Britt Baker, we know this is good. The proteges helping each other out. Look, they both got perfect smiles because Britt is a dentist. Tips on selling. Candice has been passing tips on selling. These two get along very well. This is the second straight week where they've had an incident of just being friendly.
Yeah, I mean, it's great fun for you because that's the new era of the women's division, right? They're going to join Charlotte on top of this division while the legit boss and the role model, not the role model, the other role model, the lesser role model, struggle in the mid-card, right?
Can I change this gimmick? It can't be tweaked. It's too soon. God. I just hate getting the not suitable for this gimmick bit with her.
It does. It feels like a personal shot,
yes,
doesn't it? It does.
100% does. All right, we're going to open off hot. We're going to have a match to open this show here. Daniel Bryan against somebody. Don't know who yet, but Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan against Andrade. I don't quite know what I'm doing with Andrade, so...
I mean, this is a very good match to book under those circumstances, isn't it? This is like pretty good. It's just sure, we'll do that.
16 minutes. Gonna be a great match. I bet it's 100% better than your opener of Becky and Ruby Riott. Daniel Bryan wins.
I mean, I think very highly of Becky and Ruby Riott, but I don't think it's a hot take to suggest that, yes, Andrade and Daniel Bryan will in fact be better. I'm with you on this, I think.
All right, Daniel Bryan wins. I apologize. The real opener is a tribute to Bruce Prichard.
True.
Let me book that. Can I have Vince? Oh, I can't have Vince. Should Stephanie do the tribute?
Vince should be somewhere on here. I don't know.
We're Vince. I don't know if we have Vince as like a push because we're using him as our user character. Yeah, see, he's like not on the roster at all because I think because he's our user. I don't know.
Oh no, it's because he's under Mr. McMahon, I think.
Oh, is he?
I think so.
Oh,
I could be wrong.
Okay, all right.
Because that's the character, I guess, right?
Okay.
Does that make sense? I don't know.
Sure. All right, so Mr. McMahon. There we go. Mr. McMahon microphone. This is already going to give a big boost to my show, but I assume you're going to open with the same thing. Like, we've got to have...
Yes. Very much so.
Bruce Prichard tribute. All right. 4 minutes. There we go. We have the big Bruce tribute to open the show. And then Daniel Bryan and Andrade. All right, after this match, Bryan gets on the microphone, and Bryan is essentially not happy that Brock Lesnar can just... It's the same story you hear 1,000 times with Brock Lesnar, but it's Daniel Bryan, so the people love it. He's not happy that Brock just comes in here, gets a title shot, kicks hats, does whatever he wants, and Bryan he's just not happy with any of this. So that's the promo.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I haven't got an issue with it. As you say, it's Daniel Bryan, so you kind of allow it, right? You allow this to take place. It works for me.
You can really get away with doing anything with Daniel Bryan.
True.
Okay. So Bryan cuts his promo. All right, we're done with that. Our main event this week, we do have... Actually, it's not going to be the main event. It is going to be just kind of in the middle of the show, though.
Oh.
It's your special. Look, you booked this for me. Bret Hart and Tyler Breeze. Just a match. Bret is a fighting champion. He wants to give a guy like Tyler Breeze, a fellow Canadian. I think Tyler Breeze is Canadian. A fellow Canadian, a chance, an opportunity to really prove himself. Remember that match with Bret Hart and 1-2-3 Kid on Raw that like everyone loves? It's basically this. That's this match here.
Okay, I mean, that works fine. I have no issue with any of this.
Bret Hart wins because we have Brock, but we're not using Brock every week, but we're building towards the big Brock match. So Bret's just got to kind of like stay active and stuff.
So is that, I mean, I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but is that a SummerSlam match or is that...
you got to wait.
Whatever the other pay-per-view?
You got to wait. I do have one pay-per-view between SummerSlam and... or between SummerSlam and now. I think it's a Battleground. But yeah, I have plans. Again, the main event scene is mapped out. That's literally about the only thing that I have mapped out fully towards SummerSlam. But yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, the thing is that July show. That July show is very much the Triple H show now, isn't it? So it's hard.
100%.
Yeah, it's difficult for Bret to fit in on that program, I feel.
Bret will be on that show. I promise.
Good.
He will be, and I've got big plans for what he's going to do on that show.
Okay, this is good.
All right. Bret Hart versus Tyler Breeze. That's the match. We've got a backstage segment. Here's the big debut, Joseph. Here's the big debut. Here's where you're starting to see things unfold for old Two Smokes. Two Smokes, they're losing. They're not too worried about it, though. Why? Because they got the smoke, so it's okay. They're joined by Matt Riddle, and they're joined by Pete Dunne as well. Pete Dunne, is making those faces of, like, why am I involved in this segment? You know, the Pete Dunne stuff. You know what I'm saying?
The only Pete Dunne face.
Yeah.
So I very much know,
Yeah. And then Malcolm Bivens comes up. And Malcolm Bivens is, like, trying to encourage these guys. He's like, you guys need to put the drugs down. Look, you're out here losing. He's like, you guys lost last week. You also lost. Like, you guys haven't won. That's what he tells Two Smokes. He said, you guys haven't even won a match. I don't think any of you guys have won a match. You're just a bunch of losers. You need to get off your ass, put the smoke down, and actually go out there and wrestle and fight to win. That's what this is all about, wins and losses. And Bivens is just riling them up here. And that's the segment.
This is where I sensed that things would go like way back, like 25 years ago when we started this series. That's what I thought was going to happen. But I must say, Bivens just like walking into the segment and everyone being like, oh, it's Malcolm Bivens. I just love that part of it. I must say that part I do enjoy.
I just assume everyone knows Malcolm Bivens because, I mean, why wouldn't they? He's been on television once.
It's a wild assumption, but I think I'm on board with it. I also like your naming of this segment very, very much.
Yeah. Look, I explained the segment, so that's why we can get away with these short names. All right, so we got Riddle, Pete Dunne, Montez Ford, and Too Cold Scorpio. Okay. So it's
strong segment.
This segment would probably be like super entertaining and funny, and it's probably going to do a bad rating like on this game, but that's okay.
Yes, I think Malcolm Bivens' overness may kill you here, but we'll see.
Yeah, but he's rated on microphone, so he should have a good microphone rating, I would assume.
Hopefully, I do not know if that's true or not, but I would hope so too.
And I mean, you got Riddle, Dunn, Montez, Scorpio. They're there being entertaining, so it's fine. But I told you all those losses were going to lead to something, and now they have.
You did.
All right,
you
Joseph,
did do that. You did say that.
Let me go ahead and book the most important thing on the show. I told you last week that Bray Wyatt, he needed to go back to where it all began, right?
Yes.
Do you know where it all began for the Fiend Bray Wyatt?
I don't. I sense you're about to explain it to me, though, and I will maintain that at some point hockey will be involved.
The Fiend, he debuted, the Fiend's first debut, SummerSlam.
Yep.
All right? We're not actually going to get there yet. I've rethought this entire segment. I've completely rethought this entire segment because I realized how far away SummerSlam actually is. This is the longest, aside from the main event title picture, this is like the longest build I've ever done, and it's going to be forever. Like, I hope we actually play the game this long because I put a lot.
I'm interested what it is though, because I remember you mentioned about when you was doing the 1 week build to the Finn Balor match. You was like, he's going back to the first victim of the. Yeah. Now you're going back for a different reason. He just keeps going back for different reasons. He's so lost. Bless him. He's so lost.
I told you he's descended into madness here.
Yeah.
We're gonna hold off on the angle that I was actually going to do. So he's actually gonna go back to the woods. He's gonna go back to what did Randy Orton burn down? The Wyatt compound, the Wyatt shack, or something. I have no idea. I think you pitched this on the Distraction 3 months ago, but really this past Tuesday.
Yeah, I did mention about Randy being standing in the pose, right?
I want to do that. But you have Randy, so it's just gonna be a cardboard cutout of like Randy and his pose, just standing in front of the burnt ashes of the Wyatt shack or whatever. And that's where Wyatt has gone. He's gone there. He's looking around. He sees Randy Orton, the cardboard cutout. He's not happy. He murders the cardboard cutout, and he's just looking around, and that's the scene.
I mean, this is good promotion for me because this week Randy Orton is in my main event match, so I can't argue with this.
We are a team. We are a team, and that's what's happening here. All right. There's another good segment because it's Bray Wyatt, the A+ player, Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt being a centerpiece of your program is wonderful. I love it so much.
The thing is, he's my centerpiece. I mean, I think everyone knows what I'm actually doing with him, but it just ends up with him being a hockey gimmick.
Yeah, because that's the thing. At some point, you're going to have to book him in matches as that gimmick, and then I don't know where you go from there.
But this is why I'm delaying it. Like I really did have this mapped out of like how I got there, but then I realized, wait, SummerSlam was his first match. We're not that far away from SummerSlam. Can I stretch this for another 2 months? And I'm gonna try to do it.
So many A segments are on the way there. Exactly. So many A segments.
Exactly. I'm just gonna keep getting A's with it. It'll be okay. All right. Wyatt murders the Orton cutout. That's cool. Okay.
That's cool. yes, it is cool. I agree.
All right, Shinsuke Nakamura. We're gonna go ahead. We'll make Braun Strowman happy. He needs to just go away. But Shinsuke Nakamura, he's doing his Nakamerica stuff. I really did like this gimmick, and they didn't do anything with it. But I'm gonna try to make that right. He's doing his Nakamerica stuff. Braun Strowman comes out, and he's like, "You're not American." Just subtle storytelling right there. He's like, "You're not American." And Braun Strowman, I don't know if you know this, Joe, he has a tattoo of North Carolina on his arm. Braun Strowman's about as American country boy as they come, and he is offended that this man is holding the United States Championship. You can imagine who the face and who the heel is in this.
Okay, so quick question: does Braun now come out to Real American or not? Because I think you should do that.
we have the rights to Real American, right? Sure.
Yeah.
No,
Definitely.
not yet. Like, you can't do it yet. Like, if Real American hits, like, I don't want, the fans can't know that, like, can't think that, like, Hulk Hogan's just coming out right now. Like, we can't.
Why?
Do that
That'd be
just yet.
hilarious.
No, like, dude, can we match up the Braun Real American? Like, you got to have the Braun roar, right?
True. Yeah. I mean, I'd like to see someone try. It would be interesting to hear it. I don't know. It just feels like the right step for Braun's character, especially as he's seemingly headed to doing a very short job here against Mr. Nakamura. So I'm just interested in watching this play out, basically.
I do like your idea. We're not gonna use Real American just yet, but essentially Nakamura does knock America, and then Braun is America.
Works for me.
Yeah, sure. All right, another 6-minute segment or so. Nakamura's not actually speaking. He's just being Nakamura, so he's gonna be entertaining.
Funny faces.
Yeah, funny faces Nakamura, and Braun will actually be speaking, so he's a microphone. All right, got that all booked up there. Okay, we're at the top of the hour. This is where the women typically shine, right here.
Can't relate.
We have a one-on-one match. Sasha Banks against Kairi Sane.
The legit boss versus the Pirate Princess.
Yeah.
We know WWE, don't we? You see us there with our nicknames? We were so on point.
Kairi Sane picks up the victory. Let's see if Sasha Banks complains. That's kind of why I'm booking this, to see if she actually complains about it. I do want Sasha to win. I need to get her like a little strong before Britt Baker squashes her. But for right now, Sasha, will she complain about this? Oh no, she thinks it's fine. Well, that's not as fun. All right, Sasha.
Might as well have a win. Then.
Yeah. Sasha's gonna get the victory.
I like the idea of you like giving her a speech. I'll see. That's how it's done. You see, I never wanted you to lose that match, but I just wanted to see how you'd react. Hennig, he's so disappointed. Hennig just slammed his phone down. He's like, "Man, I had the best text, ready to fire."
All right, Sasha gets the victory, and that's that. Okay, that's the match.
Okay.
We're gonna do kind of a post-match angle here with like Bayley and Kairi and Asuka and Sasha just kind of like yelling at each other and saying like they're the best and all this stuff. Asuka's being Asuka and the other two, and they're just
Did
making
she do
faces.
That funny dance that she does, where she goes like side to side,
Yeah,
that she used to do back in 2020.
Yeah, she does all that. Sasha and Bayley like, we just beat your tag team partner, and Asuka is dancing and just being like, easy peasy, I beat you. And so it's setting up Asuka and Bayley next week essentially. But the big thing here is Britt Baker's just looking on disgusted at this whole nonsense.
I'm glad she is, because you remember back in the olden days, Jeremy, of the brand split, where SmackDown would have a segment like, it would have a sponsorship and it'd be like the Raw Rewind or something like that. What we're going to do on SmackDown this week, we're going to show this segment and it'll be introed by Alexa Bliss, and she'll be like, here are 4 people I've pinned multiple times with DDTs. Enjoy it. And that's what they're going to do on this week's show.
I did not sign off on that.
I'm trying to get the competitive fire back on Team Blue, pal. I'm trying to get them going.
Kairi nonsense. I don't know.
Nonsense. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Baker is there.
Indeed. I'm imagining Britt's disgust at this being hilarious, by the way. See, is she on at the top of the stage here?
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out where.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
For a moment, I thought she was like Sting in the rafters or something, some kind of.
All right, so it's not a
If so, you would have used Sting before I did. That would have been incredible.
Baker, I guess, will be rated on like the overness, which that's gonna hurt the segment, but that's all right. Okay. All right. We're gonna have a match here. Sami Zayn, I haven't used him. I got to figure out what I'm actually gonna do with him.
Indeed, yeah. I think a lot of people have that problem, don't they? With Sammy.
Look at these heels. Like, my top 4 here, just heels that like I want to use. I don't have great baby faces for them to oppose, and that's sort of the issue right now.
You have Mustafa Ali. I guess he could be of use, right? And it was a babyface.
Yeah, I've got Ali and Gable, and I don't know if I just push him up to with, and I've got Balor. Got to do something with New Day. We're gonna do. You know what? This is gonna be a good match. People will complain about it. That's okay. But it sets up. It'll actually make sense. So Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, they're gonna defend the tag team titles against Mr. Perfect and AJ Styles. I clearly have direction for Perfect and AJ.
This is fascinating. This sort of like bizarre team they're forming here as they wait for something to do on Raw. I think it would be fun to watch at least, right? It would be cool.
Look, they won the main event last week. They get a title shot this week. It makes sense. Even if
it elevates the titles, right?
Even if I don't have like an actual plan for these guys right now, it makes sense that this is what would happen. So they get a title shot. This is gonna be a great match, as you would expect. Like these are four great wrestlers here. Kofi is going to win because I feel like they'll be fine with putting Kofi over. I don't know if they want to put Xavier over. Oh, that's lame.
Oh, right, yeah, because it's not the...
Yeah, it's not an actual, like, Freebird rule. All right, so I think it's got to be Xavier and Big E are my actual tag team champions.
Well, that hurts your plan of having Kofi win.
Yeah, well, Big E's going to win now.
That works.
Okay, they're fine putting him over. Good. All right. Man, I've already booked most of this show. I only have 21 minutes left.
I thought that was going to be your main event. I thought, but I guess not, right? You seem like you have more in the canon here.
Maybe it should.
Yes, maybe.
Because my actual like main event stuff, like Bret, I'm not really like. It's kind of a longer game with him. So anyway, Brainbusters come out after this match. See, I don't want this to be the main event segment. Is the problem? So they come out after this match. Maybe I just don't even book them to come out. That's fine. This will be my main event now.
Wow. Put on and Tully. I just got them taken off the show, didn't I? Yeah, inadvertently.
You did. Now this is going like 20 minutes as well. All right. Walter's got to kill somebody. Who shined in NXT? Oh, we're going to beat the champion.
Tucker is the champion.
Yeah, we're going to beat the champion. Good job. Why does he have a period after his name?
I think there's another Tucker. And therefore, like, the game can't have... I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay. I'm doing these, like, when you ask me questions, it's like I come up with theories, and oftentimes I have absolutely no idea if they're true. I haven't created the mod, so I don't know, but I think that's what that was. I could be wrong.
So first, Seth Rollins cuts a promo. He's basically just saying, like, all right, bring out, the victim for Walter. Rollins is just over this whole thing. He's like, bring him out. Let Walter prove his superiority and let him, he does that. That's what he does. Everyone gets the gist of this.
They sure do. I hope so anyway. And I hope they can all see where it's going too. Seth, he's been a good pro here. And he's off script, which he's going to ask again. Yeah.
That's right. I forgot about that. All right, move this down. The victim is, of course, Tucker.
Of course, the victim Tucker, the new NXT.
I already put Seth Rollins. 1 minute, complete squash. Okay.
Interesting match. Very interesting match visually, that one.
We have a Charlotte video because Charlotte's got to be on the show.
Yes.
Charlotte, bow down. I don't actually have like a challenger for her, and that's probably an issue, but it's okay. Neither does
I'm shocked
NXT,
you haven't mapped out the woman's title, Jared.
I got to where I wanted to with just handing her the title, and now I'm focused on just building Britt Baker, and that's the goal. Britt Baker is the star of the division, not Charlotte, not the title.
I mean, I did think that when she was just looking over 4 of the stars and being like, "Look at these dogs."
Okay.
This screen is very interesting, isn't it? When you're looking down the line here and you're like, nope, nothing. No, it's where it gets tough.
It's not exactly nothing. Like, it's a matter of how much. You know what I mean? Like, obviously,
Yes.
you were the one who booked Arn and Tully off of this show, so I have something for them. Like the bar, I kind of have something as well. Kofi is obviously involved in the New Day stuff. Jeff Hardy, I don't have anything for. Sami Zayn, I'm not sure. Balor, I'm not sure. I guess you're right. It is. I mean, the New Era, like I've got something for New Era, but I just don't know where they fit on the show. There's a lot of talent on this roster. I need 3 hours, Joe. I got to go to USA Network and be like, give me 3 hours.
Feel free to make that request, pal.
We're gonna do just a all right. I might have it. Might have something. I don't know what, but I might have something. Okay.
I'm excited to see what you might have here.
We're gonna have New Era, and they're just gonna be hanging out, and then Sami Zayn is there, and Sami Zayn, he likes the cut of their jib, essentially. Sami Zayn is like, you know what? I like you guys. See a lot of potential in you guys. You've accomplished plenty in NXT, but look where that brand is. It don't mean nothing. Talk to old Samuel Zayn here, and let's get on the same page here. All right? So that's the gimmick.
Buddy Murphy is like so confused as to the success he's referencing. He's like, "You talking about that tag team run I had 18 years ago?" Okay,
yeah, well,
cool.
I mean,
that was
Bobby Fish has had tag team runs. I mean, Adam Cole's been the champion, but look where the NXT title is now. Walter just beats the champ in a minute.
True. Perhaps this segment should follow. Like it should be them watching the monitor after poor Tucker gets killed by Walter.
Oh, it is.
Like, man.
It is
Perfect.
right after the Tucker segment. I did have that much forethought when putting this together.
Good. This is very good.
All right, Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, Murphy. Yeah, Murphy had an NXT tag team title run. He's good.
Yep. What a run it was, Jeremy, with the illustrious Wesley Blake. Oh, how.
All right, so it's all microphone for them. There we go. Oh, man, what did I book wrong now? Charlotte in the co-main event segment. I don't think I have a storytelling match. I think that's my issue. Yeah, okay. I think I have Sasha and Kairi. They're telling stories, obviously.
So many stories, so many layers. Just so much going on here. And by the way, I'm sure you're eventually going to get to the Bayley Sasha Banks match. Diff One wants to see it. I'm sure you're going to get there, right, Jeremy?
No, I'm not. I have no plans to actually do a Sasha Banks and Bayley. If I stumble upon it, sure. I do not have plans to actually book this match.
I'm imagining what it's going to look like, you stumbling upon that match. Like, it just falls into your, like, okay, fine, we'll do it, whatever.
Yeah, it happens on a Raw. I turned Sasha heel, I turned Bayley heel, something happened, I don't know. I guess they're both heels. I turned one of them face, and then we just do the match. But I'm not trying to build towards this match at all, right? They're just friends. They're fodder for the GOAT Britt Baker and the Queen.
Incredible. What an approach it is to professional wrestling.
All right, the show is ready to go. It's good to run, I think. Let me double check my segments here. The Bruce Prichard run. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, everything's good. Tag team wrestling main eventing, Joseph, for the second straight week. Who says tag team wrestling does not main event?
Bruce Prichard never said that.
You main evented tag team wrestling as well, so people
yes, I think I've done it a few times, right? Yeah. Didn't I do it with the Usos once upon a time?
Maybe? Sure. We'll say you did. Vince, only a B+ by Vince. He's losing it. He's slipping.
He sure is.
Yeah.
Poor Bruce.
Let's not reflect on it, even though you got to do it. This is very upsetting that it's only got a B-, but that's okay. Bryan with
it's
a
superb
great performance.
wrestling, it says. So I assume Andrade's overness, maybe. I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's not over.
No, he's not, unfortunately.
All right, Daniel Bryan promo. Okay, it's fine. We're in the B's. We're not in the C's like that other show. And as I say that, here's a C.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's better than I thought it would be, actually.
Malcolm Bivens looked lost. That's very sad. Very sad that Malcolm Bivens. That's because he was the only one not smoking. That's why he looked lost.
True. He didn't know where to look. Right? He was so confused what was going on.
All right, here we go. Tyler Breeze with not a great performance, but look at Bret. Bret with a B+, and this ended up being a B- rating.
All-time carry job. Yes. All-time carry job here on TEW land. I mean, Tyler Breeze is actually good, but clearly not in the minds of this game.
Yeah. Look, I'm going to throw Bret out there just every week, just wrestling great matches and pulling good numbers for me. Mr. A+, or Mr. A, Bray Wyatt, as always. Murdering the Randy Orton cutout. No one's going to want to watch him wrestle on SmackDown this Friday now.
Amazing. Truly amazing.
Nakamura and Braun. All right, strong B. I mean, both these guys are over, so that probably helps. Strong B segment there. C, that's kind of what the women's division is, I guess.
Wow. Indeed. It's actually a bummer. I mean, I guess there's an element of truth to it. I mean, I did quite a lot of generosity to Banks' stats, so I have no idea what the reason is for this not being as good as it should be. I'm not sure.
B-, okay. That's because Britt Baker showed up, even though she gets a friggin' not suited for the gimmick. Well, that's all right. Still a B-, that's good. B+. Good
segment.
Seth Rollins, of course, with his cutting a promo. Seth Rollins very good at the promos. Yeah, whatever. Tucker and Walter didn't click. It was a 33-second match.
Yeah, they didn't click though, bro. He didn't feed that one move well.
Jesus. Whatever. Well, that's the NXT champion. See, this is what Sami Zayn is talking about. He's like, did you see the NXT champion? He couldn't have a good match with Walter. That title's meaningless.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering what Triple H's reaction to this is as he heads towards retirement, and his future is being torn apart in front of him.
Oh, it'll get better for him at Battleground. I promise. Oh, we got to rename that show, by the way. But it'll get better for him at the Triple H tribute show. B from Charlotte, of course. Everyone bows down. B for bow down.
The Queen. B for bow down.
Oh no, AJ Styles got a breast contusion. That's not good.
My God.
I don't even know what that means.
My goodness.
That does not seem good. But a B+, a strong main event with the B+.
I wonder if that would have got an A if AJ didn't get hurt. I'm interested. I'd love to know.
I
mean,
know.
not love to know. That's a little dramatic, but it'd be interesting.
All right, AJ might have to slow down. Another B+ show, Joseph. The stock is up. The stock is up once again after Monday nights, as it always is.
You know, the perfect AJ random team is really proving beneficial to Monday Night Raw, isn't it? It really is helping out a lot. I hope it hasn't hurt AJ too bad physically, but as the show goes, it's made it a lot better.
AJ, you can just throw AJ in there with anybody, and it's great. I mean, and it's Mr. Perfect. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time.
That match would have been awesome. Definitely. That one
awesome.
makes perfect sense. That was great.
Raw is just, I'm just throwing matches out there that I would enjoy watching. even if it doesn't always have like a plan to it, I'm just like, yeah, New Day against AJ Styles and Mr. Perfect, I would enjoy this match. Let's book it.
Are you suggesting that I wouldn't enjoy everything I've done with Bobby Lashley so far? Because if so, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I do think you would enjoy this stuff. The problem is it ain't pulling no numbers.
It could be worse, right? By the way, a lot more of it's coming, by the way, in these next 2 weeks. This is the issue with babyface feuds. He's like, you can't do the standard heels team up versus back. You're just stuck with them both on, you know, it's almost like I'm building towards a turn, isn't it, Jeremy? ...
You're going to turn Bobby Lashley? Are you going to turn McIntyre?
No comment, but I'm definitely not turning Bobby Lashley. I'll answer that question and I'll ignore the other. Big stuff oncoming though, definitely.
Oh, the McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, Miz stable. Let me tell you. AJ Styles breast contusion. All right, that's not good. How long's AJ out for? That's what matters here. Medical. I feel like he'll be okay. Oh, he's fine. 5 days, you're okay. He's not even gonna miss a show.
I saw Sting was on vacation then and forgot that I was the one that sent him on vacation. I was so confused.
Yeah. All right. Let's check the emails here. Yeah, AJ Styles, he's fine. TV rating.
Wait, why is Jeff Jarrett mad?
I don't know. I'll check that in a second. Drug test. Oh no, Matt Riddle can't
Factual.
sell.
Factual. Bret the Hitman Hart is nailing it again.
He didn't even work.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's had enough of it. He's seen it on the live events. He's had enough.
Jeff Jarrett. Because we fired Jerry Lawler. Whatever.
Oh, grow up, Jeff. Good luck. God almighty, I'm all for loyalty, but Christ, he's lucky he's getting paid, the man.
Can we send Jeff Jarrett on vacation? Like, just go away.
For like 2 years.
Take 3 months. Like, he's just a road agent, right? Like,
yeah, we have like 90 of them. Saying that, a lot of them are on vacation on like legal reasons.
We should just fire Jeff Jarrett
to recreate the situation in reality. Yeah, we could. He and Lawler could start their own territory then, though, couldn't they?
Let's just fire Jeff Jarrett. Look,
Memphis False Wrestling, bro.
Release. Oh, then Road Dogg is going to be upset.
Come on.
Oh, then Jeff Hardy's going to be upset.
I'll just leave him. He's fine.
God. Jeff Jarrett.
Classic Jeff.
Yeah, he's got too many friends. All right, what else happened here? Impact Immortality. That's a good name for that show. Tessa Blanchard. All right, sure. All right, nothing else really happened. Let's move on.
What was the show they actually did that was like...
Hard to Kill.
That would have just been better off called Immortality, wouldn't it? They should have actually done that. I know I'm confused now why they didn't just call it that. But yeah, either way, it works. Now, I have a question for you as we lead into SmackDown here, Jeremy. You know the Red Hot Naomi Carmella feud?
Yes, I've heard of it.
As a fan, would you think less of that feud if I use both of them to lose to more important people before the pay-per-view? Because that is what I think I'm going to do.
No. I don't know if I can think any less of the feud at all.
It's a pre-show deal. I don't know if that's a thing on the game. You can do pre-show matches, can't you? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's like you can do pre-shows. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to fit that in between, like, you know, Coachman talking about, I don't know, whatever else we're doing on the show. Here we go. Retirements again. What a surprise.
Gamma Singh. Oh, man.
NWA Power. What is happening on NWA Power? I'm very interested. It doesn't seem to be ranking very high. Eli Drake.
Drake was the star of New Japan. They're going to start hiring some people. Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what happened on Power. Eli Drake beat Eddie Kingston. That's a good main event.
It is. That's fun. That sounds good.
Confrontation.
See, this is what I find interesting, okay, is that confrontation. Like, this is where I wonder how much overness comes in, because that confrontation would have been extraordinarily good. Like, it would have been really, really good. But I just wonder, because they're both probably like 30s overness-wise, I just wonder if it's immediately capped. I'm not sure. It's interesting.
Probably. I mean, it also has to do with, like, the, I think the company itself is just not that good of a company. Like,
yeah.
Not that big of a company. I mean, we both
their view count is pretty accurate, man. 77,000. That's about right.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right, actually. All right, Wednesday Night Wars. Here we go. I wonder. Oh, we should get our results on our leak here pretty soon, right? The story we planted on WWE Backstage, in case anybody missed it. In case you missed WWE Backstage with the shooter CM Punk on the show, we had Fox employee Ryan Satin mentioned that, you know, everybody paid tribute to Bruce Prichard except for AEW, who took shots in their skit with Cody and the Young Bucks talking about brotherly love and whatnot, but didn't actually, you know, put a graphic up or say anything about Bruce Prichard. Very disrespectful.
By the way, you know, I made the joke about Corey Graves. Where is Corey Graves? Neither of us picked him, right?
I think he's in NXT.
Where is he?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'd assume he got moved to. Oh no, we got caught out. Oh, that's not good. What? Oh, we spread a rumor that AEW wrestlers had a monthly kitten drownings. No, we didn't say that.
Good Lord, what a backfire.
Oh no, that's not good at all. Sane got the story
hilarious.
wrong. He got the story wrong.
I mean, there's getting the story wrong, and then there's just making a half a story up.
Oh no. Oh, I thought he got this confirmed by 4 different people texted him. Oh.
AEW is hard to kill, bro.
AEW
Hashtag hard to kill.
Oh, that's not good. Well, what can you do? What do we have?
We should go back after AIW again.
I think we can get AIW a little bit. AEW just might be too big. We gotta start doing a little bit more damage to them. What happened?
Agreed.
Dynamite, Kenny Omega was the star. NXT, Jordan Devlin was a star. Or Devlin, you'll be on Raw next week, buddy. 600,000 viewers. Yeah, that's a show. I mean, that's realistic anyway. 600,000.
You do realise that eventually guys are going to start phoning it in so they're not the guy that loses to Walter next week on Raw.
Eventually Walter just won't have to squash NXT talent. But
True.
For right now, this is what he's doing.
True, yeah, that makes sense.
I should just book a year-long Walter squashing NXT guys.
Full-time project.
Yeah. Oh, Adam Page and Kenny Omega against Hager and Archer. Oh, okay.
That's fun.
Yeah. Still
Moxley and Cody segment. Interesting.
Still didn't have anything for Bruce Prichard. Very sad.
Disrespectful.
Yes. And apparently they tried to drown kittens. What a weird thing to have written on there. Why we wouldn't go that low on stuff. That's just mean.
We were suggesting that they had failed to pay tribute to a wrestling hero's death, and I feel like that is. I mean, it's not quite as sort of off the wall violent, but it is kind of dark in its own way, isn't it? I would say, right? I'd say it is. By the way, what were these other companies' tributes to Bruce Prichard in your mind? Like, what were they? What was Ring of Honor showing in tribute of Bruce Prichard?
I have no idea. I have no idea what these other tributes were. I didn't think all of that out. I just had the story against AEW, and then I had how AEW took shots and didn't pay tribute. Everyone else, I just assume they put up a graphic. It was like, the bare minimum of stuff. They sent out a tweet, like that was it. Maybe somebody did. I don't know. I don't even know. Maybe someone just said.
I'm scared here because I've just seen number 13, Jeremy. I'm very scared.
Oh, Ember Moon did an interview. She's on Booker T's podcast.
Oh, God.
It's a popular radio show. She made that she's like working against bigger people than her. I don't know if you have anybody that
what a result that I have booked the upcoming pay-per-view match of Ember and Liv Morgan versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. What a great victory for me that is, huh?
You're going to have to call up Nia so she can work with Ember. So Ember can...
Let's not get carried away. Let's not get carried away here, pal.
You're going to have to call up Nia and Tamina just to make Ember happy. Sergeant Slaughter has retired. Very sad.
Yes, he is very sad.
Oh,
interesting Twitter account, Sergeant Slaughter. I don't know if you've noticed this, Jeremy. Some interesting Twitter behaviour from Sarge.
We could be the owners of Big Japan.
Do it now.
Should we apply for the position?
Can we? Is there a promotion we can actually buy? Because having Big Japan as our developmental territory in Japan would be the most ridiculous. Imagine sending like Baron Corbin to Japan, Big Japan, to just see how he gets on out there.
I don't know. See, they got to be in bad financial position. That's the issue. They're like 13th. Where are they at on the financial rankings? Oops.
I feel like this will be incomplete if we don't buy out someone by the end of this. It's just
Oh, we're 100% going to buy out somebody. They are. Where's their financially comfortable? So yeah, and they're 13th overall, richest company overall. So
they're not really a good candidate.
No. We got to find like the most dire promote. What's CZW up to?
Oh God.
Usually it takes a couple months to like actually buy out some stuff. Where's Tor? Okay. 47 out of 50 companies in financial terms. We can try it. Let's see what happens. Temp takeover. I don't know. See, they're not even bad enough position. So we'll just wait. Usually you got to get there'll be a news item of like CZW in financial trouble or something like that.
I feel like it's going to end up being like championship wrestling from Hollywood or something. Like it's going to be like a,
Yeah. But yeah, usually it takes a couple months when they've lost money for a few months. All right.
Yeah.
Friday night, here we go. SmackDown. Ready for a good time?
Always. Friday night is the place for good time, the land of opportunity, the land of tag matches that no one asked for and tag teams that no one wanted. But Joe Hulbert is happy, and that's what matters. Here we go. Do we have to tribute Bruce? We haven't done that on SmackDown yet, have we?
No, he passed away after last week's show. All right, so you want to use Mr. McMahon or you want to use somebody else?
Who else could I even use?
You use Stephanie.
I mean,
you use Triple H.
Is Shane around?
Shane is around, actually. Yeah, Shane's there.
Why don't we do Shane and Stephanie talking about the great Bruce Prichard?
All right. Oh, where's Stephanie at?
Oh, boo, that's sad.
I legitimately, I saw her on my roster. Is she just on Raw? Maybe that's the issue.
I mean, in fairness, I haven't seen her on SmackDown in a very, very long time, so maybe. No, she was on the Fox debut, right?
No, but she's an authority figure on the Raw brand. She's on no brands there. All right, so you can use Shane and Stephanie.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it because I'd have been devastated to miss out on this moment now that I've pitched it. Now, what I like about this is they're both heels, so like they're going to be heels in this segment. You do realise that, right, Jeremy? They're going to be heeling out the whole time, but like, yeah, he didn't do a lot, but who cares? Tribute to the guy, man. He's a nice guy.
Is Vince's right hand man.
Yeah. And we're going to do a slideshow of images of Bruce, just like not even Bruce doing anything, just screenshots of his podcasts on people's phones. That's what we're going to do.
Can we hire Conrad? We'll bring Conrad on for an episode to do.
Yes. Do Colour for the night in tribute of Bruce. The WWE would actually be able to do. I'd imagine they have so much great Bruce Prichard footage that like we would not even fathom backstage footage. There must be some extraordinary stuff. But anyway, we're on the SmackDown now, the actual program. The A show that has not been acting like the A show, unfortunately. We'll book up here. So I'm looking at... Okay, we'll start with our first tournament match. A match between Young Guns, Robert Roode and Rey Mysterio. The future of this business opening up here on SmackDown. Oh, of course, after Bruce's his tribute.
All right. How long?
This is one of those deals where I think I'm on a different world to everyone else because I really like the idea of this match, but I think no one want to watch it. I'm going to say 10 minutes. That's
fair.
I need at least 4 minutes of Roode working Ray's leg. I just do. That's the way it is.
Is he gonna work Ray's leg with dives?
No, he's not going to do that. No, because no good wrestler does that. Ray is going over here. You are correct in your guess. Sorry, Robert. That's just the way it is for now.
All right.
Okay, so that leaves us with one tournament match, which is our main event. So I'll book that afterwards. Okay, I'm going to just go through my notes and then we'll figure out the order after. Okay, so Ember and Liv, we need to call up Billy Kay again, Jeremy.
Yes.
The Iconics.
Very
They are going to
excited.
do the job to Ember and Liv Morgan.
Oops. Very excited for the Iconics being back on television. Jeez.
Yes, a thing that was stolen from us.
That's
blatantly.
So what is it, Ember and Liv against the Iconics?
Yep. And we'll give this... I want to see if they're actually a useful team. So we'll give it 7 minutes. I said that like I was going to give them like some short, like 25 minutes.
If they get like a B or a C rating, you're like, all right, the Iconics full time.
Yes, 100%.
Let's not go 8.
The tag titles are hard. The tag titles are very, very tough to... they're tough to figure out, but I do have a plan. So just trust me like you trust Jeremy, folks. Please.
I feel like you'll have a plan, and then your division is not that it's bad, but there just aren't that many teams, and you're gonna just be stuck after like your initial plan.
And it's hard for the game to kind of like Ember and Liv sounds like a fun team to me, but to the game it's just a random pairing of people that are not over or good at promos. So I understand that. Ember over. I don't care who loses. Fun match. Fine.
All right. This can be the storytelling match, actually. Just so I don't
It sure can.
deal with
What
it.
story we got here? Okay, we're going to follow that with Bliss Cross talking to whoever my backstage interviewer is, as it's confirmed officially that after Ember Moon says she wants to work with bigger opponents, she'll be working the tag team champions. Tag title match at the pay-per-view, all babyface. A match that will be pretty fun, I think. I mean, in the game, C-, but in real life, it'll be fun. And look at the focus on the tag titles, right, Jeremy? What a red-hot feud we're building here between teams that have not interacted with each other.
Who is your backstage interviewer?
I think I picked Renee, right? Or did you pick Renee?
No, I have Renee.
Oh, I picked Charlie Caruso.
Okay.
Because I have Angel Garza, right? Like you say, keep the couples together, right, Jeremy?
They're not an actual couple.
What are you talking about? I watch Monday Night Raw every week. They're definitely...
Okay, you don't watch NXT. Angel Garza proposed.
I mean, yes, I don't watch NXT. You've known this for... How long are we doing this show now?
That's very fair. NXT is actually banned from our program by this point. That this will air.
True. If things pan out the way I want them to, it sure is. Okay, this is fun.
All right.
Yep. Okay, interesting matchup next. Remember I warned you about the idea of beating both Carmella and Naomi before they have a pre-show match?
Yes.
So I go into motion with that one. We're doing Naomi, we're doing Bianca Belair. No interference here. We're going to do a 10-minute match. I want to see these two have a good match. I think it could be a lot of fun in real life. I don't know what it looks like on this game. Belair over in 10 minutes clean on this occasion. And this is one of those babyface losses where it's like, man, Naomi, she was tremendous in this match. She just lost to Bianca Belair, who's very good.
All right, so
no big deal.
We'll do an open match then, so it's fairly even. Okay, yep. And then you want to do Rhea and Carmella?
No, not this week.
Okay.
We're gonna we're not even doing Rhea. We're gonna do Becky and Mella next week. Okay. By the way, my opening segment, I'll do this now before I forget, is the follow-up to last week's women's title match. As AJ Lee, Ruby's now out of the picture just for a couple of weeks here. 'Cause I want to focus in on AJ and Becky. And Becky eventually goads AJ into, okay, I'm getting back in the ring. If you want something done, you got to do it yourself, right, Jeremy? So I'm taking on Becky Lynch, not me. I'm talking as AJ Lee here. And that is the match at the pay-per-view. She has not wrestled a match in many years. I don't know what timeline sense that makes, but that's just the way I'm thinking of it in my mind. She trusted Ruby.
I like how your usage of you have AJ coming out of retirement. You talk about Santana and Ortiz, they're actually in this real world. And maybe with Bret Hart, it's just Bret Hart is just in the game and he's part of this world. There's no actual story of why he's there and he's 30 years younger, whatever he is.
I mean, in fairness though, that was the idea. The idea of what we were doing here was you were just dropping guys in. I'm just doing it so that I have stuff. The first few months, it allows me to save stuff. Basically, is what I'm doing. But it's either way, it's fine. This is going to be this is a 10-minute opening segment. AJ's doing a monologue to begin with, lots of crazy eyes, and she's. I may even go inside baseball here. I may even have her talk about the fact that Big Dave gave it 1 star and a quarter last week on SmackDown.
Oh no!
Yeah, I may even go that far. She'd be like, "I was told the matches got better when I left. Look at last week." Big chuckles on the Reddit and such. Big hit with the online folks.
That's gonna follow the Bruce tribute.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And Bruce will be grinning wherever he is. Bruce will be grinning at that. Okay, what have we booked here? Okay, so we need to do the PNP debut, Jeremy.
Very exciting.
I'm thinking Oni and Danny for this.
Okay.
But I am open to seeing my tag team list before I definitely confirm it. Look, I love Oni Lorcan. In this roster, he is what he is, right? He's a guy who gives you good matches and loses. There's only so much I can do here, folks. I'm looking at 2 Fly will leave you. We'll do Oni and Danny for now. 2 Fly. What an awful name. I love it.
All right.
Okay. I'm thinking time here. We'll go 6 minutes. Proud. Is it proud and powerful? I always thought it was pride. It's not proud.
No,
pride. It's proud.
It's proud, yeah.
Because if they wasn't proud, they wouldn't be powerful, would
right.
they? Okay, now it makes sense. Right, cool. They're over. 6 minutes. No domination or anything like that. And And can we have the Usos on commentary? One of the Usos did commentary for a while at one point.
Yeah, you can have one. You can have. They don't do 5, 6, 7 men booths. Only 3. So
Jimmy Uso was really good on Total Divas. He's the announcer for this match.
All right.
Okay, that works. That works perfectly. Okay. I have another match that's kind of on the bubble. I want to see time. So we'll put the main event first. Orton and Owens, big time match. Would you agree, Jerry? Big time match.
Very good match. This should be rated very well. Orton and Owens. It's fresh. I mean, by the time this airs, it might not be fresh, but it's fresh for right now.
This is good. I like this a lot. 20 minutes. I'm going all in. I'm trusting these guys. I'm hoping Kevin Owens doesn't have a full stamina rating. That'd be very, very sad for me. And in the end, Rick Rude. I don't know what my finish is. Rude's obviously going to cost Owens. Clearly, that's what I was going to do all along because I was going to have Owens beat Randy in that tag, which was like pure 50-50 WWF booking. We can just do an actual full-on interference. I was going to say distraction, but, I don't want to put the podcast over too much. So we'll just do an interference. You guys can figure out what that looks like in your own mind. Some hip swiveling, that kind of clubbing forearm to the back. Whichever which way you want to do it, Randy Orton is winning the match.
Does the interference lead to the finish, or it's just
yes?
Okay.
Yeah, he turns straight into the RKO.
Okay.
Because the RKO, Jeremy, you can hear out of anywhere, can't you? Out of nowhere. Not anywhere.
So I've heard that it comes out of nowhere.
Yes, yeah.
All
is
right.
he also proud and powerful, Jeremy, out of interest, Randy Orton?
Sure. I don't know.
Okay. So this would set up. So my tournament match is on the pay-per-view because we are doing the thing where the semis and the final the same night. Okay?
Oh wow. Okay.
So we are doing. Yes, Randy Orton is wrestling 2 matches. I'm telling you that now. Spoiler alert.
Oh.
Randy Orton and Rey Mysterio, and then the other match, and we're about to do a vignette about this because this gets me fired up. Keith Lee and Samoa Joe is the other semi-final. And we're going to do a vignette in which, I talked about the, cutting back and forth. Samoa Joe's going to talk about how he sees a lot of himself in the Keith Lee. The underground star that was a singer in a film. And Joe can make it clear he never did that part, but still it's interesting. And they're both big bruisers that do cool moves. This is going to be fun. The game will hate it because it's all babyface and no psychology probably. But we're just going to set that up a little bit because that is our other semi-final. Okay, I'm looking at what I've got next week. Okay, so I need to do my... I'm figuring out what I want to go on last here, because I have a main event segment, but that match also feels like a main event. Anyway, we're doing a contract signing with Rowan and Drew, is what we're doing. We'll book it, and then I'll figure it out after.
Oh, Warren Hayes is very, very upset by this.
Oh, he hates contract signings, right?
Not a fan of the contract signings.
I'm going to be honest. I mean, I like Warren very much. I feel like there's a lot greater crimes in professional wrestling than the contract signing. Now, I'm not going to, I don't want to start a kind of war here across podcastery, but I'm just throwing it out there. It feels like there's bigger evils in the game.
Warren is usually very positive on a lot of things, but for some reason, the contract signing's just not his thing.
Okay, so what we're going to do here is baby faces, respect, all that business. Roman says, there's a reason he was always viewed as greater than Drew. Drew's having a cool little stretch here, but let's not get silly. The big dog has been main eventing WrestleManias for 25 years now, okay? So he does all this, and Roman gives him the fist bump, and he leaves, Jeremy. As he leaves, your favourite tag team
I knew this was coming.
Miz and Big Bob come out, and they put the boots to poor Drew. They beat him up. They take his leather jacket off. They put the boots to him. And Roman Reigns simply turns around. He looks, and he walks off. The big dog does not make the big save. This needs to be probably more than 10 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot here, isn't there? There's a lot of, and also this means I'm going to do something here, and this is a bit of a spoiler for the audience, but who cares? This is the first hint of a heel turn for Roman Reigns. So can we do that where it does the thing of he foreshadows it?
Yeah. I'll change that after I book this segment.
Okay, perfect.
We'll just rate everybody on entertainment since there's a lot going on.
There is a lot. Now, I explain what's happening though, right? I did explain the situation. Yeah, so Roman would be like the top of the ram, and there's all this hoo-ha, and he just looks around and he's like, not my problem. Right, I saved him once. I'm not saving him twice.
So I've got 13 minutes on this. Is that good?
That's fine.
Longer? Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Roman Reigns wants no script. Okay. So everybody's unscripted. The attack by Miz and Lashley is unscripted. They can totally shoot if they would like to here.
Wow, Bobby's about to put himself in the main event of the pay-per-view.
right. Roman, prepare the turn. I like how he has an excellent heel performance. Like, I do think that's true. I just don't recall this guy ever being a heel in the last 20 years.
Well, Michael Hayes told me that he's been a heel his whole career, and we just didn't understand that they were actually... He's a heel, really, bro. Because they boo him. That means he's a heel, right? Even though he's a babyface in every angle we ever done. He's a heel, trust me. Okay, this works. I'm looking here at what I've got. I'm not sure. Are we high on matches, or am I just imagining that? I feel like we've got a lot of matches.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches. I mean, I don't feel like that's too much.
Okay, I want to do so we're going to go on last with a contract signing, because I feel like teasing Roman, like doing a heel turn after all this time is big. So we're going to go on last week, which means that when we come back from the break, I'm formatting this now like a young Ed Ferrara. When we come back from the break, I want a Kevin Owens promo just incensed at Rick Rude making a point of bullying him for no reason. He has done nothing to Rick Rude. Nothing to him at all. He cannot swivel his hips in the same way, but he has not been mean to Rick. He just keeps taking shots, and now Rick is taking into his own hands. He's taking opportunities. He's taking food out of his kids' mouths, and he's had enough of this. And he demands a match at the pay-per-view, which we'll probably just announce on .com, so you can do an article at like 5 a.m, Jeremy. Okay?
The 11:30 spot. That was what we always call it, because they don't do it so much anymore. But yeah, they would do stuff exactly like this, and the joke was always they'll announce this at 11:30.
Okay, what's my analysis screen saying? I have another angle.
Okay.
Sorry, my bad. Naomi she's very sad about this defeat. Her husband is on commentary. I don't know if that makes her happier or sadder. I'm not sure. But then she walks past Carmella, and Carmella says that she is money, and that Naomi should get used to losing, because at the pay-per-view she'll be eating that awesome super kick that Carmella does, because Miller is money. And Carmella is also going to make a point and say at some point in here that she's going to be, next week she's going to beat Becky Lynch, because that is a match I'm booking purely because I'm angry with Carmella, and I can steal a week out of it. She's going to make a reference to that in this, but basically what she's saying is, I'm wrestling you at the pay-per-view. That's all I wanted to do there. And then we'll have a look at the analysis screen. Thank you very much.
Could be a title match if Carmella can beat Becky Lynch. I assume the title's on the line.
Sure, whatever, man. I mean, it works. It works for me. It's just a way to get something out. The 6-week build is tough at times, I must say.
Yeah.
Okay, Yoko. Okay.
Poor Yoko, just never gonna get used.
I have my whole pay-per-view card though, and the issue is I don't want to use. I know where Yoko is going to be useful. So okay, I'm going to do the match that I had planned originally, because we have time. The Undisputed Era lost. Not the Undisputed Era. What are they now? I don't know. I guess they can still be the Undisputed Era.
Yeah, they can still be the Undisputed Era on your show.
But in fairness, it isn't really undisputed anymore, is it? Because you've got another era. So is it really undisputed? I don't know. Either way, they're going to wrestle 2 Flyer, the electric 2 Flyer.
Oh boy,
in match. a 12-minute match that I'm pretty sure I've booked already. But it's one of those matches you can kind of run into the ground, isn't it? There's a lot of things you can do with these 4 guys.
Yeah, I do think there is that penalty of, like, if you book the same match 3 times within, like, 3 months, then it penalizes you. I
mean, that is fair, because that is an actual penalty that Raw suffers very, very often, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is a real thing.
Who wins?
But Undisputed Era over. Okay. Because we hadn't used them since they lost in the final, because I focused on the Santana and Ortiz business. But that should be the show, right? Unless I'm...
Yeah, you need to steal the show. I didn't know what you wanted, so...
Okay, that probably is the match for it, I'd assume, actually, now that I think about it. I was thinking about this. Do you think that's a real thing? Because I actually am starting to think it is a real thing. Raw has had like one of those matches that's literally its only purpose is to be exciting. And guys do like, them Poison Rana business and all that stuff. Rey Mysterio have one of these matches every week. So I think it's actually a real thing. Okay, I'm looking at this show here. We need the Naomi Carmella deal after the Naomi match. Otherwise, it will make very little sense. If Naomi's walking backstage and Carmella's like, you're going to take another loss, people are going to be like, what's going on here? What? Okay, this all looks fine. I'm pretty sure the rest of this is... Yep, it looks good to me. I'm ready.
The rest of the order is good. You want to break up these 2 matches here with a video package or anything?
Yeah, actually do that. Put the key, because that would make sense, because that's the other US title deal, right? Yeah. That would make sense.
Okay. And then You're heavy on matches. You're heavy on matches on this show, which is fine. I don't have an issue with it.
Sports style presentation.
That is sure. I don't know if these matches are gonna be good, but you're heavy on them.
So I think they should all be pretty good. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Right? They'll be the judge of that. We won't be.
Vince McMahon, a better promo than Shane and Stephanie.
Did they not watch Shane's work as the best in the world? It was electric.
Okay. B-. Okay, good segment.
Yes. This would have probably benefited from, if the opening segment was better, it probably wouldn't have had to bring the crowd up.
Yeah.
You know, it would have probably done a little bit. But this is good. AJ's been pretty good so far.
Okay, good match. The true pro Robert Roode getting a great match.
And I should have followed my instincts and given this 45 minutes, shouldn't I, Jeremy? Clash of Champions, 45 minutes.
All right, strong match. Okay, not bad actually, not bad.
This is fine. The Iconics are they're an interesting dilemma. How was their talking segment, Jeremy?
I don't remember how it did.
You don't remember that off the top of your head, no?
No, we can look back at that, but I don't remember.
Okay, this is fine. I feel like Liv is probably better than the mod gives her credit for, but at the same time, I guess there's not a ton to base it off of, so that's all fine.
Yeah, did you see that match against Charlotte Flair this past week where she lost again but looked great in defeat? They got big plans for her.
# bow down. I saw. Yeah, this is good.
Okay. I feel like this would have been better, but that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, they did pretty good last week, right? Yeah. So they are talking about a match with Liv and Ember, which may just in itself be like, oh no. I don't know, it's fine. They're doing okay so far as a team. How much longer they'll be a team though, Jeremy? That is the question.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh, good match there. All right. Strong steal the show match. This before.
Because I remember now that it said Cedric was the weak link, and we was like, he may actually be the worst wrestler in that match, which says a lot. I remember us doing a whole bit about it. That's fine. We wasn't supposed to be anything groundbreaking, right? It was just a good match in the middle.
All right.
This is interesting. Here's the thing, though. Okay, I cannot complain about that psychology thing, can I? I mean, that is. This is what it is, and athletically, this would be good. I don't know about the I don't know. After you watch Bobby Roode wrestle, Jeremy, this would probably look rather poor in comparison psychology-wise, but this is fine. Yeah, Carmella's really just lining up in this angle. Really doing a great job. Okay.
Jimmy Uso was weak at the announcing desk. Very sad.
Oh no, the injury.
Oh, a corneal abrasion. I don't feel like that should be too bad. But, I mean, wait, Ortiz was the one who got... no, Santana got his eye jabbed up by Moxley, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but can we just talk about the fact that in their in-ring debut, Santana was off his game, Ortiz got injured.
That's not good.
And Jimmy Uso was bad on commentary. What a feud Joe's busted up here in his tag team dream match. I have not seen yet. Oh my goodness gracious.
That photo of Michael Hayes.
I'm so glad that flashed up for the audience, aren't you? That is extraordinary.
That's amazing. Right.
Especially for that news, it's even better, isn't it?
Yes,
That's great.
Yes. All right, Keith Lee, Samoa Joe. It's a fine segment.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right, good match. Good, strong closing match there.
Very good match.
All right.
Have we had an A match yet, Jeremy?
No, I think largely because we haven't had it like feuds. I don't know if like we need storylines, but I'm sure they like. I think you actually have the product settings to where storylines aren't required, but it still helps with like getting really.
They
good
boost
matches
them,
and stuff. Yeah. But that's still good. All right.
Okay.
Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, good stuff there. I feel like your closing segment's going to be good outside of somebody dragging it down.
Man, I thought Owens' promo would have been better.
I thought it would have been better too, but
it's not bad though, right?
Okay, B+. Roman Reigns struggled when going off script.
Look at Bobby Lashley though. It says he's underperformed. Look at the one above that. That's more important.
Roman Reigns was the only person who didn't do well with that without the script, and he's the one who asked for no script.
Coward. Absolute coward. Bobby Lashley made a fool of him. No wonder we're changing the order here of the totem pole.
All right, good show. I feel like it's closed strong. Hopefully the
agree.
Continue. Yes. We're fine. All right. It increased in 41 regions, though. So the stock is slightly up, which is good.
It's interesting, isn't it? So I guess with B is just kind of the arbitrary rating, but there's obviously scales to that B, isn't there? Right. A lot of the Bs they just do like a smaller increase in that anyway.
Yeah. So the stock is up. Good news after SmackDown. We've had a strong week outside of the death of Bruce Prichard. Otherwise, it was all good for the Fed. And I guess we accused AEW of killing cats, which is not good at all.
Yeah. That was we'll edit that one out of our documentary about this era of WWE. You know, I hope no one else dies. That'd be a terrible shame after a good SmackDown. I don't want us to have it brought down. I want to have a celebration at headquarters tomorrow. You know,
don't mention anything if you see them pop up on the loading screen here.
You know, it's only as we play through this, Jeremy, that I realise the range of disaster that could strike upon us as we put these shows out.
100%. Okay. SmackDown, the lead story. That's very good news.
They were ready for a good time, weren't they? They really were.
Oni is now more muscular. Good for him. Casey Owens? Is Casey Owens, is she related to Kevin? I don't know who these people
are. Wow. Big sell there on that news story. We need to find out to do with Ortiz, don't we? That's the real fear.
Yeah, let's see what R-Truth, that's okay. Roman Reigns, he likes Santana. All right.
So do I. I wish he started being good in the game, but I like him too, Roman.
The medical update on Ortiz. Oh, he's 60. He's fine. He's not even going to miss a show. He's good.
Okay, that's good. That's good, because he was intending to work the pay-per-view.
Yeah, so. He's not even going to miss a show. All right.
Man, you got to give love to the injuries in this game, the range of injuries that you can capture in this, right? Like, you could just phone it in. It could just be, he's got a sore back. No. We go full in on the terminology. The game is different levels in that regard.
Can we purchase Evolve? I feel like they don't have any financial security. Like, WWE just feeds them money right now anyway, right?
I mean, do we want to purchase Evolve? We have NXT to be Evolved, don't we?
Yeah, well, who does Evolve have anyway?
I have no idea. I mean, I have some blind spots in wrestling. I can honestly say I think I've never watched one Evolve show in my life. So that is the ultimate blind spot, right?
I think I watched it when they did Kushida and Drew Gulak on the...
I would have watched that if I knew, but that could have been in a dark time where I've refused all professional wrestling. I'm not sure.
Oh, who won Best of Super Juniors?
Bobby Lashley.
I don't think that's correct. Naito... Takahashi. Well, that sounds about right.
Eddie Kingston has won another belt.
Oh.
I mean, this is very exciting times to be an Eddie Kingston.
Evolve!
Well done, Eddie.
Amazing.
I need to start paying more attention to the territories in which Eddie is succeeding, don't I? Here, clearly.
Amazing. What did
Bully Ray?
Joey Janela won GCW tournament. That's fine. Bully Ray is staying with ROH. Good for him.
Very sad.
Kenny King is staying. I mean, we can sign Bully Ray and just take him.
I'm a little bit unsure. I've been unsure about this for many, many years, but I find the use of Bully Ray to be fascinating while Eddie Kingston actually exists in real life. It's very odd to me. It always has been, but I guess Eddie doesn't have the Busted Open radio show to explain why Ring of Honor is good, does he, Jeremy?
That's
what could he possibly offer?
Eddie Kingston beats Matt Sydal for the Evolve Championship.
Wow, that's fun.
Okay.
It's actually kind of fun. I like that.
See, maybe we should purchase Evolve.
Yeah, true. I'm all in. Maybe we should just make Eddie Kingston the top guy of the WWF and just commit to this bit, right?
We'll send him to NXT. He'll have a good performance, and then I'll squash him with Walter.
We'll send him to NXT and have him doing forward rolls so he can prove that he belongs in the major leagues, pal. There's only so much footage of Eddie Kingston out there, right, Jeremy? Just have him come in and do like flat back bumps for us and just make sure. Oh my, I love the World Wrestling Federation. What a place it is. I'm seeing some names here.
Don't do this, Joe. The last time you keep mentioning these names.
It could be bad. you've got an angle starting with one of the guys just popped up there. I hope nothing terrible happens to him. I really do.
Doesn't look like it. What name did you see?
Stokely Hathaway.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't know who Stokely Hathaway is.
True. It would be amazing though if something terrible. I mean, that would just be the ultimate sign of badness head. Right?
You would have to give me MVP, who you have not used on any of your shows.
Well, I have MVP, don't I?
Yeah, I tried to trade for him, and we couldn't come to an agreement, and you've yet to use him.
I pushed a hard bargain. I said I wanted the Undertaker, and I didn't get the Undertaker, so there was no MVP deal to be made.
All right, it doesn't look like anything's going on here, so I think we can wrap up this week.
Indeed, a good week for the WWF, right?
Yes.
No tragedy.
Nope.
And just good shows.
Yes, 2 good shows. The stock is up after this week. Our momentum's a C-. I feel like that's wrong. We're putting on B shows every single week. It should be better. That's okay.
I'm not sure where it started, to be fair. It may have been very sad.
True. That's true. All right. If it's based on real life, it started at like an E. So C- is definitely very good. Good week in the Fed. We are now on to the go-home week for Joseph's pay-per-view, Judgment Day, and we will be back with that next week. Everyone check out our Tuesday shows. This week we reviewed, I don't know, that's like 3 months from now. I have no idea what actual movie we reviewed. But on Tuesdays, we do review movies starring wrestlers. Thursday, we talked about the wrestling. We talked about the Backlash pay-per-view headlined by Jinder Mahal against Drew McIntyre against King Corbin, which was a great match. And not as good as Bret Hart and AJ Styles, but still solid.
Oh, and by the way, Jeremy, I need to say congratulations to Alexa Bliss, who had a 5-star via The Observer match with Brock Lesnar at Backlash. So, man, I just want to say that I knew cinematic wrestling would change the game. I never knew the joy it could bring me. So shout out to all involved in that. Paul Lee, I love you.